Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Che, your host with the most. Give him a round of applause. Wonderful job. What a turnout. We are so excited to have you guys here. How has day one of Comic-Con Liverpool been? Have you had fun? All right. Who's ready to meet the cast of the Vampire Diaries? All right. Without further ado, please welcome our cast of the Vampire Diaries. Give it up. First of all, starting with the beautiful Candice King. Keep it going for Candice King, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, we have Michael Malarkey. And please welcome Michael Trevino. We got a rowdy crowd here, Michael. And finally, last but not least, please welcome David Anders.
Well, hello.
Hello, hello. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for the cast of the Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
Check out this turnout, guys. Nice, huh? You look great, everybody. Thank you for being here. Let's go down the line here and tell us how you've been enjoying Comic-Con Liverpool. Start with you, David.
It's been crazy. I mean, look at this room right here. Packed to the gills for a show that hasn't been on the air for a little while. Anyway, it's been great. Everybody's been fantastic. I hope you guys have had a rad time, as I have.
Yeah, it's good to see everybody here on this stage who I haven't seen in a while. But this is, this is a good group of people. So thank you for missing out on somebody else's photo or somebody else's signature and being here with us right now. So I appreciate you.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming out. It's always a pleasure to be in Liverpool. Let's hope we get a big win tomorrow, yeah? Let's go! You'll never walk alone, baby. Happy to be here.
Is it on? Nope, I don't have one. Oh, there it is. Hello. I've never been to Liverpool. This is fantastic. You've all been so welcoming and warm. And I was out with these gentlemen last night. We walked the city a little bit. And I don't know if anyone caught the rainbow yesterday. I thought that was a good omen for the weekend.
I need to post about that. So I took a Instagram post.
Oh, yeah.
I need
some
to post
great
that.
rainbow
There's a great
photos.
rainbow.
To be
If
fair,
you didn't see it, I'll show you on my Instagram.
I'm the one that
Michael
pointed it
Trevino.
out, and they all looked at the
Stay
sky
tuned.
like you're an idiot, and I usually am, but I was not on this occasion.
And Michael, where can we find this rainbow photo? What is your Instagram for the folks here?
Oh, if you didn't know, it's my name, Michael Trevino, and I will post said rainbow video later today.
Later today.
TBD.
Stay
So
tuned.
dramatic.
Well, it's a
Very
big reunion
dramatic.
for all of us here. You know, we've missed doing Comic-Cons in person like this. It's great to see everyone here live and in person. It's got to feel good for you guys to have a reunion together with all of the castmates. Has that been fun for you? Oh.
Yes.
So cute.
Yes, I mean this is what's special for us. Is obviously it's so nice for everyone to be back out in the world and together and seeing friends and family you haven't seen in a long time. But for us, you know, we became family working so many years together. So it's such an opportunity for us to all catch up as well.
We'd love to hear about your careers pre-Vampire Diaries and how the opportunity
Career?
to be cast in Vampire Diaries. Let's start with Candice. Kind of what led you to Vampire Diaries?
Someone asked me that earlier today, and I said a lot of auditions where I was told no is usually a great place to start. But I started in music and started auditioning, and it's, you know, you keep on at it. And I was very lucky to have the opportunity to audition for Caroline, and yes, I was 22. I was just a baby when I started working on the show, so it just kind of happens sometimes. Yeah.
I was in London, actually. You know, I went to Lambda, trained in London. I worked in theater, did stuff at the National and the West End, and kind of that's the boards that I was treading at the time. And I started kind of wanting to get into more screen stuff while I still had some hair. And yeah, got cast in Vampire Diaries season 5, obviously. Started off as a recurring, and then I
Crushed it.
I wooed them.
Crushed it. And they kept him.
But thank you.
He earned
Yeah.
it. They didn't let him go. They said, you're staying.
Unlike me, who died. very soon after joining the cast. I don't even know I'm on this panel.
Acquired taste.
So obviously, leading up to the Vampire Diaries, there have been different iterations of vampires over the years, from Dracula to Interview with the Vampire to Twilight to now the Vampire Diaries. Was it a genre that really interested you? And if so, do you have any favorite vampire films or books that really spoke to you?
Wow. I was actually thinking about that great Jim Jarmusch film with Tom Hiddleston. What is it called? What is it called? Yes!
Thank you.
Only Lovers Left Alive, starring the Tilda Swinton, the Tom Hiddleston, directed by the Jim Jarmusch. Anyway, I'd have to say that's my favorite vampire, or Let the Right One In, which is...
It's a lot to pick from. It's hard. Yeah.
I liked the horror genre. It was like what we watched when we were young girls at sleepovers.
Tell them we're busy.
It was like, ironically enough, Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer, and Kevin Williamson, who, to be a part of anything that he did later on was just such a full circle, magical experience. But so I used to watch that. I watched like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie. I was not cool enough to watch the show, but I watched the movie. But I think it's fun to be able to suspend your sense of reality for an hour and some change in any sort of genre film.
What about you, Michaels?
Well, I think, like you were saying about Kevin Williamson, I didn't have, not that I wasn't a fan of the genre, but at the time, going through jobs, I was like, well, if I book this one, because, Twilight was all the rage at the time, and then True Blood had its thing going on, I was like, if this show does well, even on the pilot, like, we could have a job for a while, which would be nice. So I think that's what really excited me most. And also Kevin Williamson is proven in things that he's done in his past. And so I knew that if I was able to book this job, that, things would be really good.
Yeah.
I like the Bela Lugosi, I like Shadow of the Vampire. Willem Dafoe, very weird version. That's what it's called, right? Shadow of the, yeah. I like that old weird shit. I thought we should have looked a lot grosser than we did,
That's what you would have done differently, just been grosser.
Just disgusting.
Get it.
So
Very
gross.
pretty vampires. Very pretty vampires.
But no, it was
CW,
definitely
man.
It
Come on.
definitely is a bucket list role to play a vampire, I suppose. Not for me, but for anyone probably a little bit. But I was happy to do it. I liked to Interview with the Vampire too.
Oh my
They
goodness.
looked super cute.
Let's talk about Lost Boys for a second.
Lost Boys. Yeah,
Oh, wow!
Struck a chord there.
they like Lost Boys.
Yes. Yes.
You know who didn't? The CW, because They're
Still developing that, though. I think they are.
I don't know.
No, I'm serious. No, but that was in development, right? Your buddy Rob Tom.
Oh man, I think they.
Was
All right,
Rob-
let's stop talking about
See?
this. Anyway, you might
think
get a
they're
TV
try-
version of
they're
Lost.
try- Look, I think the CW is still trying to make the Lost Boys happen. So good for them.
Well, we've been honored to talk to some cast members of iconic films today, like Grease, and we talked to the cast of Gotham, The Walking Dead. So I have to ask, I'll start with you, David. When you signed on to do the Vampire Diaries, and same question to all of you, did you know it would be on this massive scale? I mean, look at these people here today. Look how many people were touched by the Vampire Diaries. Give yourselves a round of applause. Really, really passionate fan base for you guys. Were you aware of that?
I guess, it's been the case in a lot of my jobs throughout my career. I just have attached my wagon to something that was already successful, and usually had made my way into a series regular, like certain Michael on the couch. Not in this case, but it was already proven. It was like, oh, you want to join this juggernaut? You want to join this comet? Yeah, absolutely. I did it to work with my buddy over the shoulder smolder holder initially, but then met an entire family of rad people,
Right.
and I'm just really lucky to be a part of it.
I think what's been really cool is because, Vampire Diaries, I believe, is still on Netflix. It's like I've been meeting people today that have just been binging it recently. So it's like not fans that watched it when it aired, but those who just got hip to it maybe a year ago or 2 years ago, and because it's brand new for them. So that's been really interesting to me, people who are like, who just got caught onto it. And I don't know when will that end? That might just continue, right? Because it's with these streamers, it's like you can still watch a show that maybe aired years ago, but it could be brand new to you, and so.
Which is ironic that means you'll live forever.
And be doing these Comic-Cons forever.
That's not what I did.
Yeah, I had no idea. I was living in England, and so I'd heard of the show, and this is season 5, and I think I caught it once late night on whatever channel was showing it here. But I had no idea what I was getting into. Ridiculous. I remember my first convention I went to in Roma, and I went out for my first panel I ever did. And there was literally 1,000 people in there screaming and cheering, and I didn't realize it was for me. It was the first time I realized like the impact of the show and also how international the fan base is, which is so cool. But yeah, it took me aback. I was very moved. And then horrified and moved again. Hi.
I think I didn't think we'd be here. We were 13 years in from, when our show premiered. So I thought, you're on a show, you hope that it makes it just past a few seasons. But I didn't think we'd be 13 years later still having the opportunity to be with each other and really celebrating and honoring a show that we were really lucky to be a part of and we genuinely enjoyed making. I think we all collectively look back at so many of those experiences and just go like, wow, that was so special, and it won't happen like that again. And just because the friendships that were formed between us. But it is a completely different experience, and the fans of the series are so powerful in the States, but truly, when we come overseas, it is a whole other level of just, love for the show. So thank you guys. It's very, very, it's really special.
Yeah. Very global audience we have here as well. People have traveled all over to meet you guys. So in that same regard, we'd like to invite you to the microphones now. Oh, there they go.
Oh, no.
We've got microphone
Make it
one.
easy.
Can we get some drinks?
Porcupine racetrack. Porcupine racetrack.
Personal space.
Porcupine racetrack.
We've got 4 microphones. We're going to go to microphone number 1 here on the left. We'll start with this lovely lady, and she has a question at microphone number 1.
Hi, I just want to say I love The Vampire Diaries so much. I've watched it loads of times. But my question is, if you weren't the character you play now in The Vampire Diaries, what character would you be?
Damon.
Catherine.
Elena, she's the main character, probably the best paycheck.
Stefan.
We got a show here. Look, it's lining up.
There it is.
I could see this
The
Eiffel
reboot.
Tower.
Coming at you.
Thank you. We're going to go to microphone number 2 right here, this lovely lady. Hello.
Hi, I just want to thank you guys for being such an amazing and important part of my life. And my question for you all is, who was the best kisser on set?
Yeah, that's going to be hard for you. You're going to have to.
Buttered.
I think Candice needs to answer that.
You never sampled
I
these
kissed
words.
a lot of them. So, no, a lady does not kiss and tell. As someone who kissed literally everyone on the set.
Oh, man.
Neither does this boy.
Sorry, Trevino. You were great,
Damn,
though. You did great.
I wanted to know.
You were a top contender, Trevino.
I'm going to have to go with Candice. Candice was a great kisser over the years.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks.
very special moments. Yes,
It was
you did.
tender.
It's getting really awkward for me.
Tender.
We're going to go up to the top here.
Hot
Microphone.
Kim. Hey, hey.
Oh, sorry. I was nervous you didn't want to answer.
My God. My ring. I like to kiss my ring. And then I took it off and I died.
We're going to go to microphone 3 up at the top left. Hiya.
Hi. So me and my mum have been watching The Vampire Diaries, and it's my mum's first time. So could you say hi to Claire?
What's
Hi,
up, Claire?
Hello, Claire.
Hi, Claire.
How are you?
And my question for you is, what's your opinions on Legacies being cancelled?
Bummer.
I know, it's so
It's a
sad.
bummer.
It's so sad. I think there's a really beautiful way that the story comes together and ends. I know that the cast all had such a great time filming this last season and not knowing it was going to end, but from what I've heard, it's a really special, there's a lot of great big moments in the series finale.
Inside intel.
Inside information.
intel.
I don't know anything about it. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. I thought they had one more good season in them. Unfortunately, they got axed as well. But who knows? See what happens down the road.
Well, yeah, it's not an. I don't think it's an end to the. I don't know, the legacy of Vampire Diaries and. Good answer. Right.
All right, thank you.
Good answer.
Number 4.
Yes, number 4 right over here.
Hi everyone, Michael, I met you in November, so hello again. I was just wondering if you could change the ending, what would you change it to? And would you just want to keep it the same, if not?
I think I would live and not die. And if I am dying, being a little more, I don't know, better send off. But I think Tyler lives and maybe, I don't know, finds his little wolf pack and then goes off into the distance or something. That's probably what I would have wanted for him. How about you guys?
I would have picked a more comfortable wedding dress because I had to wear it for a very long time in the hot, hot sun, and it was sweaty. It was a sweaty wedding dress.
We're going to go back to microphone number. We are going to, by the way, guys, just one question each, if you don't mind, just so we want to get to as many people as we can today. We're going to go right over here to microphone 1, please.
Hi. I feel bad now because I have 2 questions, but I'll try shouting it down. Who is the better brother, Stefan or Damon?
Damon.
Sure.
They were both assholes.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I agree.
Come on.
I agree.
We dig the honesty. We're going to go
Genetics, brother.
We're going to go to microphone 3 up at the top left. Hi.
Generational trauma.
Hi, I wanted to ask, what's your favorite season and why?
For me, it's 2 because things picked up for Tyler with turning into a werewolf and all that business. What about you guys?
I liked 2 too. Yeah. Gotta be a vampire.
2.
Make out with you.
I liked.
Boom.
A lot of
For me, it was,
Cage Trevino action.
Yeah, a little cage.
Can't beat
chained
that
up.
with a stick, and if you could, why would you want to?
For me, it was season 7, I believe, was where I had the kind of coolest arc, selfishly speaking, I suppose. I loved all the stuff with Bonnie. I felt like the work we did together was really special. We worked our asses off. And yeah, thanks. So, shout out to Kat. Wow.
Anything from you, David?
What's that?
Good? You're good?
Oh, 2.
2. Trip 2.
We're going to go to microphone number 4 up here on the right.
I just want to say thank you for being an amazing cast and just making the show even better. My question is, if you could choose how you would die, how would you die?
Jesus.
Like on the show or like in life?
On the show!
Because I can make it happen for you. Brought my bag of tricks.
I'd go into the
Stretch
sleeping
me.
spell. Just the sleeping spell. That was a nice little. but,
Good, maybe
not
like
wake up.
hung, drawn, and
Sleeping
quartered.
Beauty action.
4 horses on each appendage, running in different directions. Freedom! Yeah, that'd be cool. You're cinematic and disgusting.
Okay, we'll go to question.
I die in a tragic parkour accident. Sorry. Parkour accident. Tragic. Go ahead.
That's provocative. We're going to go to microphone number 2.
Hi, my name's Elena, and I would like to ask, on set, who would be your favorite, actor in their personality? Who's your favorite actor to work with?
We didn't work too much together. We had like a few
We did some stuff,
scenes.
darling.
We did some stuff.
There were a few things.
Did we make out?
No, we nearly germinated something.
I don't even remember. I love that. Did we make
Did
out?
our characters hang
Did
out?
we make out?
Did we make out?
Not on screen. She thought, yeah.
Hey.
Never mind.
All right. We were kids.
I mean, look, I'll be diplomatic and also honest that, like, you know, we all developed a lot of friendships over the years in different ways, and I always really enjoyed working with anybody when we had scenes together and stuff. You know, it's a chance to link up, do your work together, and hang. So, I mean, it was always a joy. I didn't have any enemies on the set except myself.
That's a real tough
Which is what
question,
propels me forward, you know.
Everybody's great. Everybody loves each other. Everybody all the time. Anyway, next.
David for president. He knows what to say.
Thank you, Elena.
Yes, thank you. We're going to go to microphone number 1 on the left.
Question for everyone.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
In your opinion, who's the funniest person on set and were any pranks ever pulled?
David?
David?
Same answer that you just did.
Everybody's joking around with everybody
Everybody's
for the most
pretty
part, to
funny.
be honest.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of had their thing.
Paul's actually surprisingly funny on a set.
Yeah, he can be.
Yeah, he can be. Yes.
Yeah, he can be. He kind of, yeah.
It's a real line there, right? Funny and almost.
But
Yes.
a lot of
Is
laughing.
it funny or is he trying to sabotage me in this scene
Sabotage
right
the
now?
entire project, yeah.
he
Davis
could-
is pretty funny on a set.
Yes.
Oh, he painted
He gets
Nina's
belly
room
laughing.
pink once. Nina painted Davis's dressing room pink once. Do you remember that? As a surprise, and he went into his room one morning. He was like, "What the? Who did this?"
Yeah.
I thought that was a pretty good prank. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys didn't, but that's cool.
We're going to go to microphone number 4 at the top right. Hiya.
Hi. Caroline had a lot of love interests on Vampire Diaries, so which one do you think she should have ended up with?
Oh, stop! Knock it off!
Objection, leading.
Knock it off! Come on!
Cut it out.
Come on!
I loved working with Joseph. What's funny is I think neither of us really. We didn't even work that much
Please.
together in the long run, which is so funny. People love those two characters together, which I think we only realized because of Twitter. And the writers had no intention on putting the characters together until it became a thing on Twitter.
Were you guys Colossaline or something?
Yeah, sure, that's it.
Even
Nailed
that
it.
name.
Nailed it.
I don't get it.
But I liked her trajectory. I thought they told me that Caroline and Stefan were going to end up together earlier on, so I just had always seen that ending. But I liked her journey, her romantic journey, if you will, her open heart, her open heart.
We're going to go to microphone 3 up at the top left.
Hi, I just want to say I've watched the Vampire Diaries like 10 million times, but my question is, what's the most like upsetting episode you've ever done?
Upsetting?
Yeah.
And
I got my fingers chopped off. That was actually.
That was cool.
That was pretty cool. But we yeah, that one.
for me, it was when I was strapped to the gurney by that weird doctor, and I don't like being strapped down. I don't like being strapped down, you know what I'm saying? Nah, but I get a little claustrophobic, so yeah, it's upsetting in that way, where you just want to get out. Can you just stay in between when we set up the next one? You're like, yeah, okay. But yeah, everything else is make-believe, so, you know.
Other Michael?
Let's go to microphone number 4, please.
Hi. From the characters that didn't date on the show, who do you think should have dated?
What?
Wait. Say that again?
So, people who didn't date, is there anyone you think that should have dated?
John and Damon.
I'm probably going to leave that question alone. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh, this was a good one, actually. You guys won't like it. But Ian over the weekend said Damon and Sheriff Forbes. And I was like, ooh. Ooh, a little Mrs. Robinson action?
Yeah,
Okay.
that could have been interesting.
He's always been flying that flag. He's been into that.
Show would still be on the air.
We've got a question from the lovely lady at microphone number 2.
So I just want to say you all are amazing, and you all came into my life at a really dark point, and I just want to say you're all basically my saviours. And I've got a question. Who was the person who stole the most props?
I took 2 menus and my ring and a pair of shoes from the pilot.
I took a moonstone, but who took a bunch of clothes? I feel like that was Zach.
I
I
so
took a
many
bunch
of
of
the boys
clothes.
took
Yeah.
clothes.
That's the only thing I took.
I didn't take many of my clothes, but I know a lot of people did. Yeah.
Acquired.
I know. It was also like all the cool stuff were like pool tables. Like it was really hard. Like that's what I really wanted was to sneak a pool table out, but
I didn't,
too many
I didn't
prying
steal
eyes.
anything because I was raised proper.
Whoa. We've got a question here at microphone number 1.
Was it awkward doing like the hot and heavy scenes?
Yes.
No.
We've got a question here at number 3, up at the top.
I'm Rose, and I'm a really big fan of Vampire Diaries, and my question is, what was your favourite episode and why?
I don't have a favorite episode, but I will say that my favorite scenes is when everybody is together in a scene. For me, that was rare because we all had like A, B, C storylines, and most of my work was maybe with 1 or 2 other people. So the scenes where we're all there at one time, those are always my favorites. Yeah.
Like the parties and the dances.
Yeah, the
like-
parties, the dances,
Yeah.
those are always like in shooting them. Those are always an eventful time. So it's not necessarily an episode, but those scenes because they're rare to me. So those are fun.
Yeah, the dance rehearsal not so fun because we'd
Correct.
always have to do a dance rehearsal.
Right.
For like a themed swing
For
dance,
some-
and you'll learn a lot about each other.
Right.
in a swing dance rehearsal during lunch break.
What's that? I don't know. I mean, I loved mostly. I worked with Ian all the time, and I got so close to kissing. Every scene was just you hate each other, but you love each other.
Fine line.
And working with the Dobers, the dad stuff actually, which was actually very interesting. I thought we did some pretty great father and daughter stuff. And what with her being 7 years younger than me. Right.
Well,
I mean, yeah, think of that. Really think of that. That's work.
We'll go to microphone 4 up at the top right. Hiya.
Hi, first of all, thanks so much for being here. It means a lot, so thank you. So basically, I'm like a young aspiring actor, and so I guess what I was wondering was, knowing what you know now, is there anything you wish you'd known about the industry when you were like my age?
I'd have done a different job. No, half kidding.
Man.
Yeah, well, I think you spend a lot of your time when you're younger trying to mold to certain expectations and what you think the right way to be is in the industry, which is all bollocks. You know, what's truly valued is integrity, but also just your genuine gift of who you are. You know, unadulterated. And yeah, I kind of wish I had the audacity to be more myself in my younger years. I was terrified, you know. It's just like this big behemoth that you just don't understand at the beginning. And everyone's always doing better than you, so you're always like looking up skirts and wait, what?
It was so good till then.
Oh,
It
shit.
was so perfect.
Did it. Was foiled at the hurdle. All right, next.
No, that's
Save me.
beautiful though. That is
Nah,
spot
but
on.
true.
Well
Yeah.
said,
What I said
Mike.
before
Spot
was
on.
good.
Spot
Yeah.
on.
How about you guys? Any advice?
I think nailed it. Nailed it.
Yeah, I think Michael crushed
Yeah, I
that.
mean, that pretty much nails it. But now I think that because the industry has changed so much, it's not like, okay, if you're aspiring to be an actress, it's like, to me, it just feels like, what else can you do? I mean, because you can shoot a movie on this phone right here. So I think
Yeah.
like if I was younger now, I'd also explore acting, I'd explore writing, directing.
Be more
all of it.
proactive,
Do
too.
all of it at once, just soak it all in. Because
Stuff you can do it alone
You're
as
going to
well.
want to be able to do that later in your career as it goes. So don't just stick to acting, like do it all. Do it all. Yeah.
That's good advice, too.
Cool.
Very good advice. Thank you.
Clap for him.
Michael's coming in hot.
Saying, just do it all. Trust me. All of it. Do it.
No, I think the Michaels, I couldn't possibly.
The Michaels. We're going to get a question here from microphone number 2.
Hi, my name's Zainab. I just wanted to say I love Vampire Diaries. My question is, if you could work with any actor or actress in the future, who would it be?
Nicolas
Meryl
Cage.
Who?
Awkward.
I mean, Meryl Streep does sound a lot like Nicolas Cage. So Jinx?
Nobody? No? Come on. Look, how you feel right now? Right.
I can't think of any actors.
Candice?
My brain gone
Candice, who would
dead.
you want to?
I don't know. Tina Fey. Sure.
Tina Fey. Tina
Yeah,
Fey's
Tina
great.
Fey.
Tina Fey.
Spitball.
Sure.
That's why we
Oh, I know.
Say some names.
Listen and respond.
John Turturro.
Send it back.
I'd like to work with John Turturro.
Send it back.
We're going to go.
Yes.
Tina
I
Fey?
know.
She's going
Yeah,
with
I got
Tina
it. I
Fey.
got it. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick
Yes,
with my
ma'am.
choice.
Microphone number 2 here to the right. Hiya.
Hi, I'm here for my birthday. And
Happy birthday.
Birthday.
My question is, do you feel like you relate to any of the characters in a specific way, and if so, what type of way?
Do we what to the characters?
Relate. Other characters, our own characters.
Any.
Any characters on the show.
I think you relate to everybody.
When
I
I'm
think
cooking-
that's art, right? Selling people back to themselves, and I think Vampire Diaries did a wonderful job of selling me back to me, and I think you back to you.
There you go.
When it's a full moon, I feel like a werewolf. I
There
just
you go.
like very.
Yeah.
Ooh, I do too.
I grow more body hair.
I get weird.
you
Something in
know.
the air.
I'm
Something
like,
in
I
the
want
air.
ice cream and cookies. Ah! Yeah, so I relate to that.
That's great. There it is.
We have
No, I
time for-
related to my character, obviously. You know, it's funny because there comes a time when you've been playing a part for that long, and that was the longest I think I've ever played a part. You do kind of, you're not sure where you end and the character begins. There's elements of them that bleed into you, just as you're putting something into that, breathing life into it. And I feel like every role I've played, there's been an element of learning more about myself and taking on board some of that stuff you've learned as that character, whether you like it or not. You know, some roles that's a horrible thing. You know, you gotta shake it off. Yeah.
Take another question here on the left at microphone number 1.
Hi, I want to say, my name is Ruby and I love Vampire Diaries so much. Who is your favourite Vampire Diaries ship and why?
Oh, ship.
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 Ship. Yes.
Shit,
Like who do we? Oh, I always say Benzo.
Yeah, that's a good
You guys
one.
were hot. Like and then you got the guitar out and then just
Yeah.
like, and then
yeah.
the fireplace. You're like, oh, where is this going?
It's fun to say, too.
And
Yeah, it
it's
is.
a great name.
Benzo. Yeah.
There was some people that were calling it Bonenzo too, which I found to be quite entertaining. Be like, Bonenzo Valley. I don't ship. Next.
Nor does he hug.
I don't hug.
Doesn't hug.
I don't hold hands.
The only ship
I'm going to agree with them. I'm going to go with the Benzo
Silent
ship.
friendship.
You're going with the friendship, David?
I'm going with friendship. It's the best ship. It's a schooner that you ride with a chum.
Wonderful. We're going to go up to a question number 3. Hiya.
Hi, my question is, out of all the characters in the show except from the one you play, which one do you relate to most personality-wise?
That's not your...
Probably my own. I don't know. I'm very blonde. She is too. She likes organization, and I'm pretty type A, if you ask anyone who works here
You're
today.
good. You're good.
I am very organized.
She said not yourself, though. What character besides yourself, didn't you?
Ugh.
We got a nod.
I'm also full of myself, just like Caroline.
All right,
I
so
guess-
she doesn't give a shit.
I'm saying Bonnie because I can be a real witch.
Golf claps. I don't relate to any of them. Not really. No.
Yeah.
No. What was that? Sorry.
We'll go. No, I don't relate to. I don't know any of them.
See?
Yeah.
It's not just me.
I don't know.
Don't make me be a dick, man.
Yeah.
Tough one. You guys got to think
Not
on
at
that
the
one.
moment. I did, but not right now. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for our final question. I'm so sorry,
Not
guys,
too-
we're running out of time, but we're going to go to number 4 up at the top. Hiya.
Hi. Apart from your own character, which other character would you like to play in the series?
I think they asked that. I said
We already
Damon.
asked that.
Damon.
Same question. We're going to go to final question here, number 2, if you're ready, lady. Yep. Hello.
Hi, who was your favourite villain in the Vampire Diaries series?
Villain.
Jomo, right?
Yeah, I like
Jomo.
Klaus.
He's gotta be.
I liked Klaus.
Yeah, he's,
Gotta be Jomo.
he's the top dog for sure. Probably, yeah. Joseph Morgan.
Yes, thank you. Good question.
Joseph Morgan for sure.
Yes, final question before we let them get back to the photos and autographs. And of course, hopefully you guys have gotten some Vampire Diaries memorabilia here at Comic-Con Liverpool. But going down the line here, I'll start with the beautiful Candice. Tell us about what you have coming up as far as future projects and what you're looking forward to most at the rest of the year.
I don't know. I'm like, can I say it at this point? Yeah, there's maybe a show that you guys have heard on that I might have been a part of for an episode. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not saying which show.
We're intrigued.
So, hey, whatever you guys are saying, I'm not saying it. But you guys can run with that. So
Keeping
that's
us in
really
suspense.
exciting coming up and was very, very special. So yeah, there's my little tidbit for you.
I can't possibly bring up the rear on this, so I'm going to answer. I was just on an episode of Magnum PI. They introduced my character, said I was going to be back next season, and then they were promptly canceled. So I'm not saying.
One way to take it back.
I'm just using the abacus in my brain and did a little bit of math on that. Sorry, Magnum. Anyway, what do you got coming up?
I'm starting to, like I answered the young lady's question who wants to get into acting. Michael Vlamis, who was on Roswell, New Mexico with me, he just did a feature film, so I helped him produce that. So I'm trying to get my feet wet and learning what it takes to do that, to produce or executive produce or get a project together and get it filmed and then get it out there. So currently in post-production on that. And then I'm actually shooting a short film middle of June, this Western. So I got to start growing out my beard. I don't know how well that's going to go, but I gotta work on that. So I got some time. I got some time, but and other than that, just on the grind again. Got to get me another job. Yeah.
I feel that. Yeah, I got a show coming out next month, I believe. It's something I've not talked about at all, but I got a little arc on something coming up that's a very nice show, and I think maybe one that some of you watch. But I've been, as you know, or a lot of you know, I'm a musician, and before I was an actor, that's what I did, and I'm still putting records out. I put out a new record this year, working on 2 different ones at the moment. One's completed on different musical projects. So I've been dipping my toe into some other things again, getting back into heavy music and screaming a bit again, which was fun. COVID made me do it. Things got weird. I needed to shout. So, yeah. But, yeah, I'm a dad. So a lot of that is taking precedence right now, and I feel like I really want to be there for this phase of my kids' development. And so I'm being quite careful of which things I do at the moment because I don't want to be gone for too long, So.
What a lovely note to end on. Well, you guys have been amazing. We so appreciate you being here, being so wonderful to the fans and giving some great advice, some great behind-the-scenes insight. We thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Candice,
Thank you, everybody.
Michael, and David, your cast of the Vampire Diaries. Thank you so much. Keep it going for him, Liverpool. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much. We have more coming up tomorrow right here on the main stage, Hall 1A. Check our website. Make sure you're following us on social media and sending us all of your photos and your videos and your memories from this weekend. We'll see you tomorrow for more from Comic-Con Liverpool, presented by Monopoly Events. See you soon.